So let's say this is my map. I've got strike and dip symbols drawn on my outcrops, and I've got 4 different rock units. Now I need to make a cross section. In order to place my cross section, I need to choose a line that cuts through all the units as close to perpendicular to strike as possible. Now that I've done that, I'm going to use a scrap piece of paper and I'm going to mark where all of the units cross my cross section line. And while I'm in here, I'm going to note the direction that my dip is going. I'm also going to note each of the units. Now I'm going to transfer this to my cross-section box below my map. Now noting the direction of my dip, which on my scrap piece of paper I pointed is this way, on your maps you're going to have an angle. Let's say for the sake of this map, all of these dips are 20 degrees. So that'll be 20 degrees down from horizontal, which is a pretty shallow strike, or a pretty shallow dip. So now I have all of my contacts between my rock units transferred from my map. I've got all my dip directions and I've got that approximate dip angle. From here, I want to extend my dip lines underground and then fill in the rest of my cross section. When I'm imagining the depths that my rock units go underground, I do want to make sure that I'm consistent with thickness. Now in your example maps you don't actually have any topography to worry about, but of course in the real world you would have some sort of surface topography. In this case, we don't. And that's how I would draw a simple cross section for this map. With a map and a cross section, you can begin to visualize what this block might look like in 3 dimensions. In order to do that, we need to remember that the cross-section line cuts along line A to A prime. So if I was to try and draw what this map section looks like in a 3-dimensional block, I'm going to have to cut my block, or in my mind, along that A to A prime line. So here's that map, or part of it, and now I have to have my cross-section line. So my cross-section slices underground under here. So if I'm going to try and visualize this in 3 dimensions, I'm going to fill in my rectangular block below. Now you'll remember from our previous map that that cross-section block has got these gently sloping 20-degree angles beneath the Earth's surface. So I need to translate those underneath as well. And now we've got a three-dimensional block illustrating what this map would look like underground and in 3 dimensions, with a bunch of bonus scribbles as well.